Hey, hey everybody. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Can you all hear me? You all see me? Give me a wave. All right. Uh thank you so much for being watching the show, checking out the show, being part of the show. We have a bunch of guests in our waiting room waiting to come on. This is Permission to Speak, our second week. And Really excited to be doing the show online, been doing it live. This is a show directed by the great Frank Oz, who um, it was created about Muppets with Jim Henson, and directed Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Little Shop of Horrors, directed everybody from Marlon Brando, Eddie Murphy, Steve Martin. He's the original Yoda. Yes, I'm being directed by Yoda. A little intimidating. And This show is born out of my stand-up, which is started talking to audiences like a lot of comics, but asking more and more questions of people as I was talking to them, not doing like crowd work insult stuff, but just talking to them and getting these amazing stories. And some people saw me doing it and thought that people were plants. And I'm like, no. And they were like, well, how do the stories all work out? I'm like, I don't know. I think everybody's got a story. And I think if people have a chance to tell it, they will. I think there's a lot of people out there that want to tell their story, and then some people need to tell their story. And this is what the show is. It's sort of a place for what I'll call a bunch of us who are in the middle. Like we're not into partisan crazy stuff. We just want to get together, hang, share stories, connect, get to know each other a little bit better because there's not enough of that. It's not one of these heavy message shows. It's about hanging out, having some laughs, talk about whatever you want. It could be funny, it could be serious, it could be crazy, it could be bizarre. I don't care as long as it's real. No judgments. Say whatever you want. Don't have to walk on eggshells. We're taking the show around the country, been selling out. It's been great. We're going to continue to take it out on tour, but we want to start doing it online. And that's sort of what the point of this show is tonight. And we had a really great time last week. And We got some great guests joining us that we're going to get to in a minute. But I want to show a clip from one of the shows that we've done on tour. It'll give you a real sense of kind of just the freedom that people have to be who they are. And This was in New York City. This is three blind people who just basically stole the show. And I love this clip, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Check it out.
Are you sight impaired?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you completely blind or sort of blind?
I have a little bit of vision.
I would say blind. I don't think you want me driving.
I'll do the jokes, lady. All right.
So, what I loved about her, we have 9 minutes of that. There's a whole 9 minute clip of the three of them. That was her sister, and her husband was sitting. And that woman in particular stole the show and like was what I love about it, and why I talk to people who may have an affliction or a handicap, is because a lot of people don't. I think people are fundamentally good-hearted, and I think sometimes worry that they're going to say something stupid or wrong to somebody with an affliction or a handicap, so they don't say anything at all, and you end up ignoring them, and that's even worse. Because as my mother said when I was little, and I was getting in a lot of fights with guys at school, the best thing to do is ignore somebody because they hate it more than anything. And so if you ignore somebody, it's so in talking to them, this was really cool. The feedback from people seeing the three of them was how empowering it was, because they were just people who happened to be blind, not feeling sorry for themselves, not somebody you should feel sorry for. And so the shows, what we're getting, the feedback after people are connecting after my shows, people hang out and go up to each other. And we have to like force them out of the out of the theater because they want to keep talking, because they're making connections. They're, oh, they'll somebody on stage talking about going to, I don't know, a certain high school, and it's like, oh, I went to that same high school, or you grew up in Des Moines, I grew up in Des Moines, like, and so um that's what this is about. And now we're doing it online, and it's a way to kind of get our heads out of our own silos a little bit, look around and see how other people live their lives, and sort of like open our eyes and open our ears to the way other people are, and sort of have a little bit more open mind about things, but also and mainly be entertained. So that's the show. That's what we're doing. Let's get it going with my first guest, Kristen, and welcome Kristen to the show. Hey, Kristen, are you there? Hello. Am I adding you? I don't see you. All right. Well, we're going to, oh, she didn't show. She's coming back. Okay. Let's go with Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. I'm going to add you to the stage right now. Welcome. Are you on mute? I can't hear you. Oh, hello. You got to unmute yourself. You're on mute. Oh, we lost Bonnie. Okay. Um, let's go to, let's come back to Bonnie and we'll go to Trevor. Trevor,
Hey,
how are you?
good. How are
Hey, bud.
you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Have I met you before? Have you
Oh,
been to one of my
definitely.
shows?
Yeah, I was at your show in Philly, and I've known you since like 1984 because my mom is friends with Karen.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Oh, my Karen is my sister, and you
Yeah.
came to my show, and you
Mhm.
were awesome. And how you been, buddy? You
I've
you
been
live in
good.
Philly? Yeah. How
Yeah.
are your parents?
They're good. They're actually watching it live on YouTube.
There you go.
And so is
Uh,
your sister. I sent your sister the link earlier so she could see me on your show and everything. Yeah.
and we have people actually writing in. Ammeter Electric here to support you. Hey, Trevor. Is that somebody you know? Is that a friend? Who is that?
No, I'm not sure.
Uh, so what have you been up to since I've seen you? How's your summer been? What have you been doing?
It's
Tell
been
tell me
good.
some stories.
It's been good. I went to the Jersey Shore a few weeks ago. I went to Ventnor, New Jersey, with the special needs um, agency.
Right.
It was really cool.
So
Yeah.
for people, so people know you're on the spectrum, right? You
Yes,
have
I am. I
autism.
am on the autism spectrum at the Asperger's end, which is the high end. Rayman is like low end. I'm at like the high end.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
basically you kick Rain Man's ass, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What is sort of the thing? There's some things with people with Asperger's that they're incredibly good at that a person who doesn't
Oh.
have it isn't. What are some of the
Uh,
what are some of the things that you have some kind of Asperger's superpower or something like?
Yeah, I
I
like
don't,
to actually collect rubber ducks. I have a lot. I'm not a Jeep person, but I have a lot on my bookshelf over there.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's
Why?
called being I think that's called being a savant. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the ducks talk to you? Can you talk
No,
to
I
the
wish they
ducks?
did. That'd be cool.
So why rubber ducks? Since you were a little kid, like in the bath, you'd have a duck floating around and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I have them for all the holidays and everything like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
When I went vacation to the shore, I bought like 3 of them. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you, I think you told me you work. I can't remember where do
Yes.
you work?
I work at Whole Foods Market in Wynwood, Pennsylvania.
Oh man, can you steal me some food? They got some
Yeah,
good food, but it's
they do
expensive.
actually. Yeah.
Can you just you can you stuff some steaks down your shirt and stuff, and
Yeah,
then just say,
I'll send them. Yeah.
and then if they catch you, you just say, hey, I got Asperger's. I don't know what I'm doing. Just blame it on that.
Yeah, my favorite though to eat there is the smoked mozzarella pasta salad.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
sounds sweet. Yeah, I'm a big fan, being
Yeah.
Italian especially.
Yeah.
Um, so you've been going to the beach, and
Yeah.
I think when we talked, you were dating or trying to date, or are you seeing
No, not
anybody?
really.
What's
Uh,
going on? We got to get you a girl. You're
yeah.
interested in dating?
Yeah, maybe a little bit down the road. I'm kind of focused on my career right now.
All right.
Yeah,
What would you be looking for in a girl other than somebody with a good rubber duck collection? What would you be looking for in a girl?
somebody who knows how to cook well. Yeah.
Can you
I don't really
cook?
know. Yes, a little bit, but sometimes that's hard for me, but yes.
Yeah. Can I tell you, you have the coolest parents ever? Like they're like super nice and
Yeah,
super
they were on your
positive.
show in Philly. You
Yeah.
called them up on the stage. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
I just was like, and so and then you came on, and everybody was like raving about. This is a perfect example of somebody was talking about in the introduction. Like
Mhm.
everybody was going up to you after the show, just saying how much they loved you, and
Yeah,
trying. I think they really just wanted to get free coupons from you from Whole Foods, but
they probably did.
uh, so when you do these special needs things, that's pretty cool. Like you have like a lot of friends in that world, and like you
I
guys
did.
keep in touch and stuff.
Yes. Well, sometimes it's hard to do that because a lot of them they live far away. But yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you have a story like a crazy funny thing that ever happened to you or you did growing up as a little kid or whatever. Like we all have stories of
Uh,
like crazy stuff. Like anything come to mind?
no, not really.
Well, you're how old are you now?
41.
All right. I like the
Yeah.
mustache, by the way. It's a
Thank
good
you.
look for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm a native Rhode Islander. I was born at South County Hospital in Wakefield.
I did. That's where my sister worked when she was a
Yeah,
nurse.
that's your sister and my mom. They
Right.
started nights after Mike was born.
Mike, which is my nephew,
Yeah,
right? And Mike Casetta, yeah,
yeah.
Mike Casetta, the
So
fourth, fifth, yeah,
yeah,
junior, yeah. And
yeah,
so I didn't know you were born in Rhode Island. I didn't know
yeah.
that.
My parents used to live on Shady Lee in
Mm-hmm.
North Kingstown. Yeah, near the
Right,
old mill. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So do you miss having coffee milk? You remember coffee
You know
milk?
what? Yeah, yeah. You were talking about that last week.
Oh
So
yeah. Here,
every
wait,
time.
don't go anywhere. Hold on,
Okay.
hold on.
All right.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
Uh, wait a minute. Where is it? Here we go. Hang on. I got it. Don't go anywhere. Anybody watching? Here. This is the best thing ever. Can you see
Oh
this?
yeah,
Whoop.
yeah. Wait, I have
That's my.
some. Hold on. I have some in my. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Wait. This is a
I
show.
cannot do you with that.
This is a
Hold on.
show where people just bring food on on camera. Everybody, Kristen, I know on hold and you're in the waiting room, and we're gonna get you next. So sit tight. Appreciate you coming on. But we got to. This is coffee milk, everybody. So, oh my God, you have autocrat.
Yeah.
Okay. So hold that to camera. So everybody, this is autocrat syrup, okay? And what this is, what Trevor's holding is, it's basically coffee extract syrup. It's dark, it's black like that,
yeah.
but it's really sweet. And you mix it with milk, and it's like the craziest, delicious, the best. It's like an iced coffee, but it's not bitter and it's sweet. And then you want to take a bath in it. And when I
yeah.
die, I want to be buried in a giant. I want my coffin to be made out of an autocrat bottle, and I want to be buried. uh, so yeah, so I have that all the time when I'm up in
yeah.
Rhode Island, especially. And so you're working, you've been going to the
Yeah.
beach.
Yep.
Are you into gaming, video
Yeah.
games, Lord of the Rings?
Actually just got interested in Magic the Gathering. I actually just got my first deck.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you can do the whole thing, the tricks and the thing, whatever.
Just started it, but yes.
Well, you should come on the road with me. Be my opening act. You could do
That'd be
some of
cool.
the gathering, and then, but you have to carry coffee milk with you at all times, and
Okay.
you have to.
Your sister can come with us. She can supply it because she still lives in Rhode Island, so she can
Exactly.
supply it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So,
Yep.
so you got Asperger's, but you're really smart. Are you good with math and things like that? Because sometimes people with
Not
Asperger's you have like really good math skills and stuff.
not really good, but I'm really good with memory and everything like that. But I'm not really that good with math.
So give me an example of how good your memory is. Like what's
Like I can
something that
actually remember like living in Rhode Island and everything like that.
really
Yeah.
can you all right, what number am I thinking of?
Oh, I'm not that good with that.
Oh, come on. You have
Five. I
Asperger's.
don't.
You got
Five.
it right. Only you got well, it's so great to see you,
You
buddy.
too.
I'm really glad you came on.
Definitely.
You're like my star permission to speak guest. Like
Thank you.
wherever I go, you come on. Did we
Okay.
give you a t-shirt? I gave you a t-shirt, didn't I?
I think you were gonna send me one. I never got it.
Oh, I do that to everybody. I stiff people.
It's okay.
No, I'll get your address from my sister, and we'll
Yeah.
send you something.
Okay.
And but what else? So what else are you gonna be doing the rest of the summer, real quick before you jump? What's going on?
Gonna go with my parents and my sister to the Great Allentown Fair and my sister's husband. Yeah.
To where?
The Great Allentown Fair in Allentown, Pennsylvania in 2 weeks.
Oh, is that cool?
I don't know. I've never been there, but I've
Oh,
heard it's cool.
listen, get a booth. This is where you could do your magic stuff. Get a booth. Get working on the
Yeah,
magic, and then you set up the booth, buddy.
yeah, that'd be fun.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, it's great to see you. I'm
You
glad
too.
things are going well. Keep that mustache. It's a good look
Okay.
for you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Keep the
Yeah.
mustache, because yeah, it's very manly. You look like a young Tom Selleck.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my man. We'll talk to you soon. Take
All right.
care. It's
Thank you.
Trevor. Great to see you,
Bye.
buddy.
You too.
All right. Let's bring Kristen in. Hey, Kristen, are you there?
Hi,
Hi.
I'm here.
How are you?
Doing well.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Thanks for being on the show. I'm really excited that you joined us.
Thanks.
Where you based out of?
So I'm here in Mecurio, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Is that where is that in relation to like Madison? I know Madison. Sorry, everybody probably says that to you,
So
but
about an hour from Madison and about 30 minutes from Milwaukee.
oh yeah. I
Mhm.
did my show in Milwaukee and had a
Yeah.
great time. And so what's going on in your life? How's your summer going? What are you up to? Are you married? You single? You dating? What's going on?
Somewhere in between.
Oh,
But
okay.
on my own.
All
Yeah.
right. That's good.
So it's
That's
nice. Got a new house and moved in about a week ago. So
nice.
just settling in.
How's the new house? Does it need work? I'm checking out your background there. Did I get a little fireplace going on? How's your house? Does it need work?
It's got the shaggy carpets from the 60s. I can clean the gutters out by just reaching my hand up because the house is so short. So I call it the Hobbit house.
Nice. And you live there alone? You got kids or what?
On my own. On my own.
That's nice. It's nice to be on your own, right? You kind of just you do whatever you want, you whatever.
Yeah. You don't keep
And
anyone awake.
what do you do? What kind of work do you do?
So I have 3 of my own businesses, and then I work on the
Thr-
side.
You have 3 businesses?
Mhm.
What are they?
Legal nurse consulting, and then I do innovation public health solutions, and then music harmony studio.
Wow. So explain the first one to me.
Legal nurse consulting. So
Yeah.
I've done traumatic brain injury cases, and I mainly build the bridge between the lawyers and the doctors.
Oh,
Yeah.
so in other words, I have a brain injury, I have a lawyer, I get in a car accident, I have a lawyer, and and so where do you come into that scenario? How do you?
So I review the medical records, and then I take time to go ahead and the lawyers may have questions based on what's going on. And so then I can go ahead and look up a lot of that based on, what their questions are.
So are you like trained as a nurse? Are you like registered nurse and all that?
A registered nurse for 24 years.
Wow. And what's the other business, the second business?
So I just finished my master's in public health. So it's
Mm.
innovation public health solutions. And I'm
Mhm.
actually working for a new international business based in Indianapolis. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to build the bridge in health. So the one who innovated that idea is also just finished a doctorate in public health. And what they're trying
Ah,
to do is build a bridge with fine arts to try and decrease stress, chronic stress, depression, anxiety. And so I've
so
composed some music, and it's going to go along with a book that a doctor wrote.
wow. Oh, so you've written specific music. So
Mhm.
you're really sort of taken on a big caretaker role in your life. You take care of people. Like that's a big part of what you do, huh?
Not directly like patient care, but mainly just trying to think broader, like what can I do to implement a difference for a whole big population? And so I put together a video mainly based for young teens, younger children, to try and use as like a calming one that can take time to look at and listen to. One of my friends who used to be the music director for Stevie Ray Vaughan, he actually
Oh,
wrote
wow.
the lyrics. And one of my other friends, another musician I work with, she's actually going to sing the lyrics. So it's fun
Oh,
having
wow.
musician friends.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely helps. Where did you grow up?
Indianapolis, down
Oh,
in
you
Indy.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Indy. I have performed there a lot. I go on Bob and Tom show a lot, the radio show. And so you're doing that. You got hobbies. Anything going on in your life where like something interesting, crazy, fun, anything that's happened to you in your life that's sort of something you always thought was cool to talk about?
I think the neat thing is that I have had an opportunity to do like a lot of first time things, like innovating things.
Mm,
And when I come up with ideas, like when I was looking at purchasing the house, I went ahead and did a lease to purchase, which is like
mm,
never, it's a very atypical route, but it gives you a
yeah.
chance to even everything out and get a fresh start without having to go through the rent process of an apartment or something like that.
Mm,
So
yeah. And how's the house? Does it need work? Because I'm handy. I can come out there. I can help you. I know how to use a tool. I know how to use hammer. I'm good. I'm good.
yeah, today I had to fix the washing machine. So
Yourself?
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Well,
the washer and dryer, the washer, the tubing was cracked, and at first I tried one of the routes, and that washed out. Wasn't a good idea. So
oh.
water was everywhere. So
So is it now? I'm married, but is it hard dating? I mean, because I would think on some level it's easy to date, easier than like I didn't do apps or have apps. Like there are apps out there, and you can kind of cut through. You don't have to go hang out at a restaurant or a bar and try to mingle or whatever. Is it hard to date? Is it easy to date? Like, what's it like?
I am. Well, I would say that I don't label it as dating with the age that I'm at now. So it's just hanging out with friends.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
uh, there's a lot of people that I've met over the years. So I haven't really had to go the route of dating. I've had
Oh,
the
nice.
people that I've just become friends with over the years. And that's who I spend a lot of time with.
Yeah, so you just kind of hang out with your friends and whatever. That's nice because the apps can be like, I guess you have to be honest on the apps and stuff like that. But what were you like as a kid growing up? Was it like, were you like, you seem like you're really smart. Were you like very smart and kind of quiet as a kid? And the one that had all the answers in class? You seem very smart. I don't know what it is.
I was bored in school. So I tried to keep out of trouble. But yeah, that was about it.
You,
Yeah.
yeah, you get in a little trouble now and again.
I tried to keep out of trouble, but
Uh,
it wasn't too bad.
Well, it's always the quiet ones you got to watch out for. That's the thing. But then, you know how to fix a washing machine, so that's pretty cool. I mean, that's like not anybody can just do that. Does the house need a lot of work otherwise?
No, it's not doing bad. But you said you wanted to hear something unique. So one of
Yeah.
my so in orchestra, one of my conductors, he was always playing jokes on the harp, and so I play the harp, and so he was teasing about that and everything. And it's the most he's talking about the string instruments and various things like that. So of course I'd get picked on because I have the most strings. And so in the end, it ended up where I wanted to tease him back. So I went ahead and took the main part of a saxophone, like the top mouthpiece, and then the bottom part of a flute. And I went ahead and pieced them together. And then I called it the salute. So I said I wanted to give him a salute for a wonderful year. And so I made sure it was out of tune, sounded wretched, right? And as soon as they are turning around and they're starting to tune with an A, I'm hiding it behind the piano. And the other piano player is like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I have to stay back here and keep the saxophone reed in my mouth to make sure it's plenty moist by the time I go up there and try and help tune with the violins at the very beginning." So I gave him one final salute for all of his, hard work all year.
And it came in. It was a really wretched sound when you did it. It
Yeah,
was
I
like
made sure it
just
was
bad.
sounding wretched. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great. Is it fun playing in an orchestra? Like, because you got to really work well with other people, right? You got to kind of work in tandem, and like, is there usually like, what do you do when someone's not good but you can't say anything about it? How you keep it in? roll your eyes while you're playing? Like, how do you deal with that?
We don't run into it too often. I mean, obviously during rehearsal, we'll have one or two times, where one of the reed instruments or something, it'll have that extra squeak or something, and we'll all just sort of smile. But
Yeah.
everyone is usually has a side job, but it's something that they're pretty good with the instruments that they're playing. So I don't run into it too much. But the hard part is, harp, I'm solo. So it's not like I'm listening for the other stand partner to get started, so I make sure I'm right on the right beat. So that's the main thing is,
You ever spacing out when you're playing, like thinking about something else, and then you miss a note? Do you ever like start? Do you ever, because it's such a beautiful instrument and relaxing? Do you ever fall asleep while you're doing it because it's so relaxing? Huh?
Not yet, not yet.
You
No.
should see if you could. I could see me just. I would hire you to just come over if I'm really stressed out and just plop your harp in the middle of my living room and just start plucking away. It would be very relaxing, but it's a big thing to lug around,
It's not too bad. I mean, I could toss it in the back of the car and I'm good to go. So.
All right. Okay. We'll see you in an hour. Get here. I need some relax. Any other unique stories for me? I love that story about the salute. Anything else you got?
Yeah, I mean, I just always come up with unique ideas on how to handle things and like outside the box. So
Yeah.
something that I enjoy.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, it's great to have you on, and I hope you come back on and keep us updated when you're coming up with new stuff, because I feel like you're very inventive and creative. And then I want to hear updates on the house as we move along with the show. And next time, maybe you give us a video tour of the house, and then a shrine to me would be nice, like that doesn't have to be crazy, maybe just a headshot and some candles and like a chicken foot, like to keep to ward away the evil spirit. I don't know what I'm talking about. uh anyway, it's great to have you on. Congrats on the new house. And
Thank you so much.
yeah, I hope you had a good time. It's really fun. That it really means a lot to me that you joined us, so thank you.
Bye.
All right, take care. All right, let's bring in Robin. Robin,
Hey,
hello. Oh,
hi.
how are
I'm
you?
so, I'm so excited to talk to you. I talk about you all the time.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I got this email from you guys a couple days ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I got a story. I got a story about being
Uh,
on this stage, and
yeah,
that's the story I wanted to tell you. But
absolutely. Go for it.
yeah,
Tell people where
all
you're
right,
from and where you're from originally, like where you living now,
okay.
all that.
Well, I'm originally from Normal, Illinois.
Mm.
I spent most of my life in Los Angeles, and now I live on the west coast of Florida in Sarasota. But
Oh,
I lived in
nice.
New York for about 3 years. I
Mm.
can't remember. I went to New York when I got my ass handed to me in marriage. It was like my marriage is over, and I was like, "What should I do?" And one of my friends said, "Move directly to New York." So I did,
When
and
you
you can
when
see
you
my.
say you got your ass handed to you, what happened? Like you got dumped out of the
I
blue?
got dumped. I got
He
dumped out of
ch-
the blue after 33 years.
did he cheat on you, or he just dumped you?
I don't know. That's not really the story. He just, he's got his story. I've got my
Y-
story. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow, that had to
uh,
hurt. Come right out. That's crazy. You didn't see it
it,
coming.
no, and I'm not even
Mm.
blonde. Yeah, no. And the kicker was that I have been a yoga teacher for 20 years. So I'm supposed to be all in tune and enlightened and tuned into people. I had no idea. But after that happened, I thought, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? I was 53, and I thought, I'll do a eat, pray, love journey around the world. I'll move home to LA, or I'll move to New York. And I thought, I'm going to try New York. So I kind of wandered around New York, like just trying to be anonymously alone amongst 8 million people.
I'm sorry, when you got divorced, were you living in Illinois or were you living in
I
LA?
was living in Sarasota. I
Oh,
was
you
living
were
in
living in
Sarasota.
Sarasota. Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like, okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna pick up any kids from the marriage or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Three adult sons, 5 grandchildren.
Wow. Okay, so your
Yeah.
kids were grown when this happened, like they're
Mostly grown. Yeah. The last one was in college. Yeah. So I was
and
free to roam.
yeah, and they didn't see any of this coming either, right? This was out of the blue for everybody in
No,
the
no,
family.
nobody did. Nobody did. It just,
So how do
it
you
happened.
handle? I know you want to get to your story, but this is interesting to me, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Like, how do you gather with friends? You start talking to friends. You go see a therapist. I would imagine. Like, how do you manage that? Because there got to be people out there watching that have kind of either been through the same thing or going through it, maybe.
Well, how do you manage it? you have to decide that you don't want to die from a broken heart. And I had a friend's mother call me from Russia to tell me that you can actually die from a broken heart. And I thought she was kidding, but I looked it up, and it's called cardiomyopathy. And I thought, okay, this man may not want to be with me anymore, but I am not going to die. So how do I not die? How do I not die from this?
Yeah.
And so I just started doing different things. I had to recreate, threw out all my underwear, my bras. I got a new haircut, got new makeup, started meeting new people, doing new things, taking classes. And really,
did your bras have like holes in it and stuff, and you just had to get rid of it, or you just like you wanted to just do you wanted to do you want to do a do-over, a makeover?
I had to do a makeover, 100% makeover. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I'm not going to be that person that got dumped anymore.
Good for you.
I don't want to play that role anymore.
Yeah. It's so hard not to feel sorry for yourself in that moment, though. I admire you. A lot of people couldn't pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And so you just redid it, did new haircut, the whole 9 yards, and started connecting with friends.
Yeah, I didn't feel sorry for myself. I was just sad. And you can't fix sad. You just have to be sad and move on. And shake the Etch-a-Sketch clean and start over.
Yeah, that's a really great way of putting it. So then you decide you're going to move to New York.
Yep. I sold my house, my car, and my business here in Sarasota, and I took 2 suitcases and I sublet an apartment on the Upper East Side.
Wow. I live on the Upper East Side. Where on the Upper East Side?
Oh, I lived in 3 places. I lived at 61st and 1st, 69th and 3rd, and 72nd in the River.
All right. Yeah. I've been in the 80s mostly. I'm on 89th. That's amazing. Man, so you just pack up, you go, your kids are grown.
Yep.
You got new clothes, a new bra, a new haircut. You're going to New York.
Yeah.
And do you have a job at this point? A new
No,
job?
man, I was retired from marriage. So I was basically living like a tourist.
Amazing.
And yeah, I had been to New York many times in my early 20s when I was in the fashion industry. I was living in LA and I was working for a company in New York, and I was going back every 6 weeks, but I'd never been anywhere in New York except to the fashion district and, out clubbing at night when I was 22. So,
oh man, that must have been
scary. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go to you went to all the hot spots, I imagine, right?
Yeah, I was instructed to take these people to all the hot spots. I was working with all the majors on the West Coast. My territory were the 13 Western states. So I worked with Nordstrom and Macy's and all the companies, small companies, and, DMMs, GMMs. And they're like, yeah, take them out. Here's the credit card. Go have a good time. So, I was barely 21 and I was taking people to great dinners and then out to all these
Studio
clubs.
54.
I can't even remember. But I remember trying not to be shocked by what I saw, like, naked women in cages and dancing around and people with weird shit on their bodies and all the drugs and stuff. It was crazy.
And you're trying to be like, I do this every day. I mean, this is
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can hang with that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was fun. It was really fun. Fun time in my life.
Yeah. And so your story is that you're telling the story you wanted to tell, right? You're in New York now in this scenario, and did you start to get a job?
I did not know what your show was about. You want me to tell that story now? Yeah. So I did not know what your show was about. And I was going to a lot of one-person shows.
Yeah.
I don't love the big Broadway thing with all the songs. I mean, I do, but I really like one person, like monologues. So, but I didn't really read the subtitle of your show. I just showed up. And I'm not sure when it was when you were there, if it was 2017, 18, maybe 19, I don't know.
Somewhere around 18, or it would have been like 19 probably. Not we hadn't done it yet. So something like that. Yeah, before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, before COVID. So I walk in, I'm in the lobby. You guys haven't opened the doors yet. And this man walks in. Now, okay, so I'm single, living in New York, and I'm basically like that bird in that children's book called Are You My Mother? But except my book is called Are You My Man? I'm like wandering around New York like, are you my man? Or maybe you're my man. My man could be in this room right now. I mean,
that's amazing. Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
guy walks into the little lobby, and like, I'm by myself, he's by himself, but he's not my type at all. He's just not my type at all, but he's got kind of
Okay.
cool glasses on.
Hang on. You got to describe what is your type and what was he like? What's your
Okay,
type?
so I feel bad because I like this guy now, but he was like kind of shortish, kind of chubby,
Mhm.
bald, glasses, wearing some Dockers, pants that weren't quite the right fit.
George Costanza. You met George
Yeah,
Costanza.
I did. I did. And I'm thinking, oh, God, I wonder, what is he doing here alone? Then I thought, well, Robin, you're here alone. So, are you a loser or are you just by yourself? So then I think you guys serve wine in the lobby. I'm not sure. I got a glass of
Yeah.
wine. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, this hot, young Latino man comes in and walks up to this guy. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like, does the younger guy work for the older guy? And I'm making up a story in my head. And then we go in and you start your show and you say that's an interactive show. And I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. And you do a little bit of stand up. And then you say, all of my questions are not rhetorical. You can respond to anything I say. And then you say, thank you for coming. And someone in the audience says, you're welcome. And you say, house lights up. Who was that? So it's this older guy. And you bring him up on stage. And turns out he's from Cuba. I don't know if you'll remember this. He's from Cuba. And he and his brother were 5 and 7 at the time. And when Castro was bringing communism into Cuba, Christian and Catholic families were sending their children on angel flights to Miami to get out of communism. So these kids, he was 5, his brother was 7, lived in an orphanage for like 5 years without their parents. And at this point, like, I'm leaning into the story. I'm like, wow, this guy's really interesting. And then he went on to some Ivy League school. He was an attorney. I think he might have even been like an ambassador to one of our countries. And now I'm like, hey, maybe I would go out with this guy. He's super interesting.
This is the guy. This is the short, baldy guy that you're like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm finding him really
suddenly
interesting.
in your mind now, he's got hair and he's thin and he's tall, right? Like it's yeah. I remember this now.
I didn't know what your show was about, but it's about connecting through stories. And so then you say to him, well, who did you come with? And I'm like, I know who he's here with. I know who he's here with. And the lights go up and the young guy does not want to come on stage. And you and the audience basically, applause him up to the stage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to paraphrase now, but the first thing I remember you saying to him is like, how long have you guys been dating? And he goes, oh, I'm not gay. And you go, how long? He goes, about 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what the rest of the interview was about, but he basically, he wanted to get off the stage. And you know what? I learned a lot because he stayed and they were a couple. And this young, gorgeously coiffed, perfect hair, tight jeans, loafers, no socks, blazer, pocket square, was dating this guy. And now I understood why, because the older guy was very interesting.
Yeah.
And then
it's not all about looks sometimes. It's about it's deeper. Yeah. And that was one of the things you learned from that opened your eyes a little bit.
Well, I was a beginner storyteller in New York. I started writing a lot, and I was interested in people's stories because I was writing kind of like the genesis of my divorce and what happened and how did I get there. And I wanted to remember what happened, so I started writing it all down. And then after those two left the stage, you went on to do your show, and then you said house lights up, and you said, let me see who I want to talk to now. And then you pointed at me. And I went up on stage and you interviewed me for about, 5 or 10 minutes. And you kind of started out with the questions, that you started out on this live thing. But at the time as I said, I was writing a lot. And you said to me, well, someday, Robin, you're going to have your own show. And I said, I know. And Paul, I ended up writing a one-woman off-Broadway show, and it got produced
Amazing.
twice. Yeah.
I'm so
And
happy for you.
yeah,
Congratulations.
it was like a miracle. And I've now turned the show into a like a TED-like talk. It's like a
Yeah.
45-minute, like it's a heartbreak hack. And I mentioned you in the show
Oh my
about
God.
about if we tell each other our stories, there's less divisiveness and more like understanding. And
Yeah.
that's what I get from permission to speak. And I'm just so
Oh,
excited to
thank you.
talk to you again.
Oh my God, it's so great. And you have such a great energy. You're so vibrant that you just pop off the screen. Like I remember talking to you. I remember the two guys who were dating. I remember all of that now. And I think your story, like the bravery and just a lot of people just so I just kind of give up, whatever. You pick up and you come to New York and you do your thing and you write a show about it, and like that's one of the reasons I'm doing this show, and it's funny and interesting in the process. What are you doing on dating? Are you seeing anybody? Are you trying to date? Because I would think that guys flock to you because you have such a positive
Yeah,
vibe and you're cute and I love your little hair and you have new bra and underwear, I'm sure.
I
So that's a
do.
good thing, right?
Yeah.
So like, are you dating? What's
Um,
going on? How is
yeah,
it?
actually, I have dated a lot, and I recently met a really nice guy who I'm dating, and it's great to connect with somebody again. It feels really, really
Yeah.
good.
Was it
Yeah.
any crazy moments trying to date again and sort of like, is it like getting on a bicycle? It kind of comes back right away to you. Was it awkward? Like what I can only imagine what that's like when you've been out of the game, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Well, mostly it was so nerve-wracking, and I was sweating, and I did most of my dating online in New York, and so that was the Wild West of dating. You never knew who you were going to meet. I have some great stories about that. Um, it's
Give me
always
one. Can you give me one?
okay. Yeah, I can give you one. So I connect with this guy on Hinge, and he's a good-looking guy, and we can't seem to really connect. But one night, I'm just about to turn in. It's like 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. And he says, text me out of the blue, are you thirsty? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, I'll meet you at the Upper East Side, a couple blocks from your apartment. So I get to this like really tight, dark New York City wine bar. It is packed. And I get a seat, the last seat at the bar, looking at the door so I can, make a beeline out the back door if he doesn't look like his pictures. But he looks exactly like his pictures, and he comes over and we're sitting kind of knee to knee at the bar. He puts his phone down. He doesn't look at his phone. He is just drilling me in my eyes. He's asking all the right questions. And inside, I'm just going like doing some pom poms. I'm super excited, like, yes, finally a good one. And after about an hour, he says, I got to go to the bathroom. So he walks behind me. A couple of minutes later, he comes back. I'm wearing jeans. It's wintertime. He uncrosses my legs and he comes in between my legs and he puts his hand on my face and he gives me the most luscious kiss ever.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then,
So he
yeah,
literally like comes up to you, spreads
uh,
your legs, kind of
comes
gets
in.
right up in your thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Whoa. I gotta try that. Anyway, go ahead.
No, you're married. Your wife would not
Oh,
approve.
that's right. What
So
am I
then,
saying? I'm not. No, I'm kidding.
so then he pulls back and he goes, was that okay, Robin? Like, I've been wanting to do that since I first saw you. And I said, oh, yeah, that was great. That was really good. And then the date went on and he walks me to my corner, because you never let a guy walk you to the front of your building because you don't need
Yeah.
the doorman seeing everything you're doing.
Right.
And Paul, I really thought it was a great date. I really did. And guess what? I never heard from him again.
What?
Yeah.
Did you not spread your legs fast enough? Maybe that was the problem.
Maybe I didn't invite him up or something. So
What? Not one more? Not like a phone call? Nothing? Not like
no,
that's crazy.
I know.
That what did he do for a living? Do you know?
Yeah, I know who he is, and I have his name.
Well, let's get it out. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Put it up on the
So
screen.
yeah. So, I called all my girlfriends and I'm like, I don't get these guys. He kissed me in the bar. He kissed me on this corner. It was like luscious and it was perfect. And so then I called one of my guy friends and he said, well, Robin, have you ever considered that you might be a bad kisser? And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
no. I said, no, I've never considered that.
You have experience. You were married, what, 33 years? I mean, I'm sure you know how to kiss. I'm sure.
Yeah. Have
y-
you ever kissed a bad kisser? Do you tell them? You don't tell them.
Uh, you know, uh, you know, s- it depends on how drunk I am. No, I no, I haven't. I haven't. I mean, I've been with my wife since high school, so it's like, we just like it. She's a
You've
good kisser. She's a
you
good
figured it
kisser.
out.
We
Yeah.
figured it out. I can't believe that he didn't call. I thought this was like you guys ended up hooking up and the thing and the whatever. You know what? You don't need
No,
the guy. You're done. You're better than
I'm
that. You're better.
done.
But I'm so glad that this turned into such a great story in terms of like you creating a story of your own from your own life and performing it and are you doing the show now and everything? Are you still
Well,
doing it?
I have not done I did the last time I did it was in 2023 over at the Soho Playhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The story is called A Girl Far From Normal. I'm trying to turn it into a movie, but in the
Mm,
meantime, uh, just to try to get more energy behind what I'm doing and getting the stories out is, like I said, I've written this. The play's 90 minutes. I've written this kind of TED-like romantic comedy talk. It's
mm.
what I'm calling infotainment, inspirational entertainment. And I'm trying to get myself on the public speaking circuit with it. And I just finished it. I just filmed
That's
it
great.
last month. Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
I'm just going to keep
Well,
going, Paul. Just
I
going to
think
keep going.
you got to keep going. And are you dating right now? Or you just
Yeah,
chilling
I
out on
just
the day?
dated. No, I'm not on. I'm
Okay, I
not
want to meet
available
this guy. I want
anymore.
to meet this guy. Is
Yeah,
he a good
uh,
kisser? How is his
he's
kissing? Is he any
a
good?
really he's a really good kisser. Yeah,
All right, okay.
he's really good at a lot of other stuff too. So I think it's going to be
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah,
All right, good. Well, I'd like to see
yeah.
some video of that if you don't mind. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It was so great that you came on and we
Oh my
reconnected. This is the
gosh,
whole
thank
point of the
you.
show is connecting, and I'm
I
glad the show
know.
and have you reminisce about your time at the show. My live show means a lot to me because
You're doing
you're
good work.
perform. Thank you. You do these things and you then move on, and you figure people move on, and you don't know if it's sticking to people, or people are if it's having any impact, and hopefully it is. Because I had a whole other career on Wall Street, and I gave that up to do
Oh,
something that was yeah, I was a lawyer and investment banker on Wall Street, and I quit
oh,
to go into comedy. So you kind of hope like. Um, I wanted to do something that was more creative, that was more from my soul and sort of connected with people. And then this show came about organically out of my stand up. And one of the things that my director Frank Oz loves about it is that it sort of has this ability to bring people together like this tonight. So it means a lot that you came on, and I want you to keep in touch. We're going to be doing the show every week, every Tuesday night, so you
okay,
can come on
cool.
anytime and check in, and maybe come on with your significant other, and I can meet him and give him the sign of
Okay,
approval. Give
you
him,
can
I
give him
could
the
sign off.
approval.
I could, I
Appreciate
can bless the relationship.
I
But I won't
appreciate
meet him
that.
for that. And yeah, but it's so great to see you again, and thanks for
Thank you
doing
so
it.
much. Thanks for doing
Yeah.
what you're doing. It's meant a lot in my life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, and I hope you had a good time tonight.
I did. Thanks so
All right.
much.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap on that. I don't think we could end any better than that. It's been great having everybody on. We may have I think some people waiting, but we're going to kind of have them join us another time. Means a lot. It was so sweet to have Robin on. It was great to have Trevor on, my buddy. Love the idea that, he's so open about, what he goes through and his Asperger's situation. And then, of course, Kristen and her thing in Wisconsin. And very creative people tonight on all levels. And I really love that Robin came on and, shared what's going on with her. And she's got such a positive kind of vibe and energy and a really cool, like, there's just a light about her. She's the kind of person, like, if you're feeling down and you run into her, you can't continue to feel down. Well, that's the show. I hope everybody had a good time. We'll be doing it again same time next week, 7:30 Tuesday night, East Coast time. There are clips online of Permission to Speak, the live show on tour. They're all over they're on my website, paulmecurio.com, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Paul Mecurio. We have last week's show, the online version of Permission to Speak on my YouTube channel as well. And you can follow me at Paul Mecurio and just spread the word about this show. We want to just, this is a place for people with stories and who want to connect to come. This is not a place for people to come and scream at each other and, be divisive. So if you're looking for something else, an alternative to that kind of existence, then this is a place for you. It's a bunch of us in the middle, and being in the middle's good. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Stay cool.